Roots 96.1 FM, the station to own your creative talent.
Show, aired right here on Roots 96.1 FM, the only station to own your creative talent. Now within this hour, I'm going to be sharing with you some core information from our amazing guest creator, and definitely you'll hear from our passionate youth on the rise. So welcome all my youths and listeners in Jamaica and overseas. A pleasant good afternoon to you. I tell you, this show is going to be amazing this afternoon. We have a special entertainer this afternoon, and also we'll hear from our special guest creator, so you don't want to miss this show this afternoon. So stick and stay to the only station to own your creative talent, and the Fiwi Chat with Nazzy Creative Show here, right here on Roots 96.1 FM. First up is What's Going On Youth, and our passionate youth on the rise this afternoon is an actor. His name is Marvin Mundell, so you want to stay tuned to hear much more from this passionate youth on the rise, Marvin Mundell. Also coming up is our special guest creator segment, and my special guest this afternoon is a film director. His name is Mark Armstrong, and he is the owner of Supreme Films Production. So definitely, if you want to know about the art of making a film, this is a segment for you. And you take out your notepads, because this is a segment where you will learn. Mark Armstrong will definitely be giving you some core information in this segment, so you want to stick and stay to hear much more from this segment. Also coming up in Fiwi Time with Nazzy is the entertainment segment of the show, and our featured entertainer this afternoon is Denyque. Yes, she talks about her journey in the music industry, and she also encourages the youth to stick and stay on the right path. So definitely, guys, you want to stay tuned to hear much more from this creative show this afternoon, here to right here on Roots 96.1 FM. We'll be right back.
Something original, be unforgettable. They're gonna know my name. One day I'll make you a believer. One day I got this, all I need is Sunday. Don't try to tell me I can't. I'm a man in the future.
now we'll hear from our passionate youth on the rise, Marvin Mundell.
Hi, Marvin Mundell, and welcome to What's Going On Youth. You are our featured youth, passionate youth on the rise. We're so happy to have you on the show. How are you doing, Mr. Mundell?
I'm good. Good afternoon, Nazzy, Root family, and all the youths listening. I am Marvin Mundell from the community of I Like View. I am an actor and a youth on the rise.
Can you just tell us what your creative talent is?
Well, my creative talent is acting and editing.
Okay. And how does your creative talent make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good. The system really can do something where, out of the box or certain people maybe cannot manage to do.
And all right, can you describe yourself? Tell us a word that best describes you.
Humble. I am a humble soul, Real humble youth.
When did you start acting and decided to take it seriously?
Well, a couple of years back, or 3 years ago, me and my friend Sean, he used to do him little video and thing, and him always want to actor, so I always help him out and things, so eventually I get to like it, so just keep on doing it and improve over time.
And I have checked out some of your videos on Marvin TV. I see you got a lot of views there, man. You doing your thing.
Yeah, for real.
And as an actor, you would say you've been doing this for how long? Can you say again?
3 to 4 years.
Have you ever done any like professional acting?
Well, I can call it professional still because my friend do him think professional,
Okay. That is Sean Ewan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Sean Ewan very well. He and I used to work together, right? So definitely I know him very well. He's a great editor, and he spoke about you in his interview that we did some time ago. All right.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who do you admire right now as an actor or actress?
Well, I admire Will Smith. He's a great actor,
Any other actor or actress?
Not really. And my friend Sean. Them are the really who inspire me.
So, what are you passionate about in your life?
Well, I'm passionate about my friends and family who they around me, cause I have to have a good energy around me to keep going. So I'm passionate about them because them is a good energy towards me.
Okay. And do you have any mentors?
Mentor, yes, my mentor. Sean Ewan.
So you're saying Sean is your mentor?
Yeah, him let me even start do this.
Why is Sean Ewan a great mentor to you? What did he do for you? You said that he got you into acting, but what caused you to continue with him as your mentor?
Well, because he is a good youth, he never switch up or show no bad energy towards him. Always help me to do better in the acting and in everything in our life, isn't it? So big up Sean.
All right, Mr. Ewan, big up yourself again. All right. What are you passionate about, apart from you say that you're passionate about your friends and family? You're passionate about your acting career too, right?
And the work that we put in.
Right. So would you want to take this to a professional level, like on the big screen, something like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What are the youths in your community like, and how do you help to inspire them?
Well, we do YouTube videos, short film, and some of the time we involve them into it so they can have an experience, Yeah, so then you can really look at it as a motivation to help them, show them so them can become anything they want, no matter where they come from.
Exactly. And like as you say that, I want to ask you again, how can youths be on the rise like you? Like how do you continue to motivate yourself despite everything that might be going on around you? How do you keep motivated, and how would you say to them to keep them motivated as well?
Well, all of us have some good people around them to help them grow and not somebody.
Okay. And can you say some of the films that you're working on now?
Well, we have a lot of ideas still, but we don't really start work on anything as yet. But
Mm-hmm.
by New Year, we are planning to bring it on a different level.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys
Yeah.
have a film company called Uzimi
Yeah.
Films, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you guys launch that company?
Well, we started it. We have a name before Yazuma Films, but
Mm-hmm.
we end up changing it. So we officially changed the Yazuma Films this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this year we really start do it more professionally.
Okay. And then what would you say was your breakout acting film that person start looking at you and be like, wow, this dude can act, man?
That film is Think. That was one of the most wild video. It made me do something where
What is the
I
name of
haven't
it?
done before.
Mm-hmm.
Think.
Oh, Think. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us some of the wild stuff that you have done in that film.
Well, in that video, there's a scene when we're in the water, and it might be not look long in the video, but we're in the water for a good while. I
Mm-hmm.
was freezing, and but you have to just stay in there and just get the shot done, you know?
Right. I don't think persons understand what it means to be an actor, because it's a lot that goes into it. Some things that the regular persons wouldn't want to do.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm. And so you see yourself going further in this career field?
Yeah, most definitely.
And are there other passions that you like that you'd be interested in life as well, apart from acting?
Yeah, I would like to improve more on my editing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I kind of like because it come with the acting, because, you know, more I want to put out some content, you can do all of that by yourself without
Right.
anything holding you back.
So you wouldn't have to be paying somebody to do editing for you.
Yeah, you see me? So you can do both.
Mm-hmm. And I know that your mentor, Sean Ewan, is an excellent editor, so I know that he'll be giving you some great tips, right?
Yeah.
All right. And tell us the name of like 3 films that you have been a part of, and on your YouTube, and tell us where we can find you and all of that.
Well, I'm featured in music video as well, you know. And we are working on some film now because nothing we can to explain, but them will see it still and then can check it out for Marvin TV, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and keep up to date from Instagram at Marvin_.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And one more thing before you go, can you tell us your plan for the next, I would say 5 years? What would be your plan? And also impacting the youths in your community as well.
Well, my plan is to just put in some more work and try to involve them even more into the film or anything we are doing with them. As long as they're interested, they can come and be a part of it, you know.
Okay.
So I just plan to put in some more work over the years.
All right. And tell us again where we can find you on social media if we're interested in following you and also to watch your movies.
You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Marvin TV
Mm-hmm.
and follow me on Instagram at Marvin_.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mundell, Marvin Mundell, for being on the show this afternoon. And definitely we want to check out Marvin TV to see all those great acting skills and big up yourself again. And your mentor, Sean Ewan, for being there for you. We always want to give these youths some positive things to follow, and you are one of those youths that are bringing positivity, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mundell, thanks again for being on the show and continue to be a passionate youth in your community.
Thank you, Nazzy and the Roots family. I am Marvin Mundell, a youth on the rise.
All right.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
And now we've reached our special guest creator segment, and the special guest creator segment is brought to you by Denyque Services Limited for all your delivery and courier needs, with services to Kingston and St. Catherine. Also for all your containers, flatbeds, and all heavy-duty equipments. Haulage is island-wide. Remember, reliability is our commitment, and you can contact us at 876-899-6352. That's 876-899-6352 at Del.Core on Instagram. Now, my special guest creator this afternoon is Mark Armstrong, and I'll read a little bio about him. Mark Armstrong have been in the film and editing world for the past 12 years of his life. His love and passion towards his field has caused him to make a lot of sacrifices, of which he regrets none. I found out about the editing software called Windows Movie Maker in the 9th grade when I was in information technology class. I became very fascinated by the software, and from that day I was all about learning this software. I excel and self-taught myself for 7 years to use this professional software. I now can use any professional editing software and any audio recording software used in the top recording studios. To date, I have become very driven and versatile in the use of these softwares. In this field, I have a lot of friends that are versatile as I am, and we all work together and share knowledge and ideas. I will only say a few names: Saskil Young Jens Hyatt and Jason McMeister Brooks. These two friends taught me a lot of what I know today, especially in the technical side of music. Dane Big Pun, Finlay, and Cavan, Chucky Bryan also helped along my journey, and my family was there supporting me all the way. I am truly grateful for everything life has taught me and given me. This is my special guest creator this afternoon, Mark Armstrong. Delcore Services Limited at Del.Core for all your delivery and courier needs, with services to Kingston and St. Catherine. Also for all your containers, flatbeds, and all heavy-duty equipment. Haulage is island-wide. Remember, reliability is our commitment, and you can contact us at 1-876-899-6352. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Armstrong, and welcome to Fiwi Chat with Nazzy Creator Show.
Good afternoon, Nazzy. What's up?
Oh, it's so good to have you on the show this afternoon. I'm so grateful to have you as our featured special guest creator this afternoon. So let me know. Tell me, who is Mark Armstrong?
Mark Armstrong is a very down-to-earth person, very jovial, very, very keen and very understandable, very easy to get along with, and also a creative director, an audio engineer, and an editor. And also a UE graduate as well. Don't forget that.
All right.
And I read your bio a while ago, and I mean, you're saying you're very versed in audio engineering and you're very good at these things. So tell us, when you first started out, and when did you believe that you could be this creative director and audio engineer?
Well, if you're gonna ask when we just started out, then you're asked to tell them. But I gotta just get to the main points and cut it short, right? But I started out in this journey wasn't very easy, and it wasn't a road that I thought that I would be on right now. But right now, I'm very grateful I'm on it, and I would never want to be on any other, right? So it all started when I was in the 9th grade. In High School. I was in information technology class, and everyone was supposed to be working on their SBAs, because them put us in group of 3s, and each person has a computer, but we're surrounded by each other in the group. So I went in the start menu to open up a program that the teacher told us to open up, and then I saw Windows Movie Maker, so I was like, wait, how are these small days? I saw them use make movies. So instead of going in the software, the teacher tell us to go in the class, going in the Movie Maker. You understand? So since I found out about Movie Maker, it was no longer IT for me. It was Movie Maker class for me, you know? And since then, I kind of found out about a lot of professional programs and learn about them and all of that. So that's how I really started.
Okay, and when you started out, did you have like mentors, some persons that you look up to in this field?
No, because I didn't really know anything at all about the field, who to look up to or anything. But along the way, I learned and I did my research and found out about the people in the field, and I started observing their work and reading up about them, get in contact with them, get information from them and all of that, you know.
All right.
But when I learned about it from the 9th grade, 7 years after that, I was just self-taught myself because I didn't really know about YouTube those time either. You know, so when I know about YouTube, that was a really big bonus for me, you know.
Right. And then I know it must have been very exciting to start learning something new. And when you went into class and began to do these, what was your first film that you made?
I didn't make film as yet because it was just the editing side for me. I wasn't operating camera as yet in the 9th grade. So I was making some slideshows within the program because you have a little thing in the program called help up at the top. So I clicked that and I used to read all the help issues, all the help tips and all of that. So I used those and try a little thing with the program, make the slideshows, then I start get the understanding of the editing flow, you know. So the first thing I did was my friend did have a digital camera, so I used that and I try and make a little short film called Frosty Span the Barber. But I really have to go see Facebook to find that right now, but I mentioned a friend called Cavan Chucky Bryan in my bio. That friend was the one that I did the short film with. He was the barber and it was his camera, you know. So his girlfriend did has this little laptop that she came. I got the Windows Movie Maker program downloaded and that, and we made the first short film called Frosty Span the Barber, and everybody in the community, they love it, you know.
And that made you just got really excited and wanted to do more. So tell us, as an editor also, I mean, you've been doing editing for how long? You said you have been doing editing for?
Well, I found out about it in 9th grade. That was in 2009. So from then till now.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes. And then in terms of editing, what is the basic things person should know when they're editing?
All right. First thing I always tell any young editor when you ask me about advice for editing, the best software for them use and all of that. I normally tell them, better start off with Windows Movie Maker because that is the easiest editing program for even a baby understand, right? Okay. So if I get the fully understand that, then moving on to professional programs, you can watch YouTube tutorials and you can advance your knowledge right there. But I would advise anyone who wants to get in this field start with Windows Movie Maker. Very
And
easy to understand.
yes. And what would you say are the pros and cons in this creative field?
Alright, the pros and cons now. It's really the creativity is all about the imagination that is inside of your head, right? So no one can tell you how to create the idea that you see in your head. However, there are correct steps to go about doing these, right? Because before I did my course at UWI, I was just grabbing a camera and just shooting anything at all, and anywhere it come up, right? And most time, I was just hoping that things would really work out when time I shoot, because I never really know where me I shoot for or why me I shoot them shots here. You get what I say? But since the course at UWI in 2017, right, I learned about the shot sizes, frame rate, the angles, and all of those things, and the reason why you use each shot, right? So when you have these knowledge, you have all the pros and cons.
Right. And what are the basic tools every budding filmmaker should have? Well, I know that the camera is involved, but tell us what we should have.
All right. For anyone just starting out, you really need to have a DSLR camera and a laptop capable of running Adobe Premiere, and the specs of that would be at least 16 gigabyte RAM and a terabyte hard drive space on the system, right? And a 64-bit operating system. So once you have that on the camera, you can start the creation from right there and then make it grow into something else until you can learn about other equipments, because there are a lot of equipments in the field. Trust me, a lot. Even me myself never use it. I use a lot of equipments, but there are some that I have never used before. And even now they are still inventing new equipments, right? So there's a lot of things to learn and never stop learning this field.
And tell us about your production company, that's Supreme Films Productions. Tell us a little bit about Supreme Films Productions.
Okay, Supreme Films. Well, that's my baby, you know?
I know, he's smiling.
Yeah, I love Supreme Films, because the real idea and the dream I have for Supreme Films, I haven't reached there yet, but trust me, when I reach there, it's gonna be something great, But Supreme Films started in 2014, 2014, and when I started, it was just me alone. It's still me alone right now, right? But I've employed some younger youths to work with me, and I get shoots and all of that. They get paid. But Supreme Films is really a film company that I mostly do entertainment side of the filming, right? I don't do music videos. I do music videos. And anything at all I have to do with music, Supreme Films is there. So I have dub sessions that I do sometime with some reggae artists, George Nooks and Ken Booth and guys like those. I would do for someone in San Diego, and I have other people in other countries in the world that I do work for, and they send work for me to do and send it to them. So basically, it's a company that has to do with films within the music. Anything that has to do with music that requires film, Supreme Films is here. So if it's even footage that you have and you need it to be edited in a certain style or whatsoever, you send the footage, we edit it, and we send about the idea. If you like it, they work on it and get it perfect to your need, and that's it. That's basically what we're here for.
Supreme Films Production sounds very sexy. Well, it sounds very professional, right? All right. Can you tell us your future goals in filmmaking? Apart from you just talk about Supreme Films Production.
Well, my main goal in the film is to create my own short film, and I want it to be a series because I really have some amazing ideas. And I see a lot of film directors, upcoming talents making short films, and I'm really impressed with their work, Lone Wolf, for example, I'm not sure how they have been in the business, but they have a very professional team. They are short. I really, really love it. Seems professional like any blockbuster short film. And in my eyes, if I'm to do a short film, even if it's my first short film, I need it to have a look very professional, like a blockbuster. So
Like
no matter the time it takes me,
Okay.
I'm gonna put it together, and it's gonna be great.
And how do you feel about being a creative director at this time, in this pandemic time and all of that? Does it affect you, or you're still, having jobs, doing things?
Well, being a creative director, I have never been one. In job, out of job, I'm always a creative director, and I would never want to be anything else. And trust me, when I just started on this road, as I told you before, it was very rough, and I didn't know the direction and where it was going to lead, right? But hold on and believing in myself and continue doing it even it's me alone, it really opened up a lot of doors and bring me in directions where I never thought I would be right now. So I'm truly grateful. Truly grateful. I never want to be anything else other than what I am.
Than what you're doing right now. Wow. And
Yeah.
and that leads me to say, what would you tell youth who are interested in this field? Because you said that this is a passion for you. What would you tell youth who are interested in this field? What they should do?
Alright then, if you're interested in this field, ask yourself this question, right? Is this something I would do even when I'm not getting money? Is this something I would do when I don't have no food to eat, but just want to do this said way? Is this thing I would lose sleep over? You understand?
Yes.
Ask yourself that question. If you're sure in yourself for your answers, and the answers is yes to all of those questions, the first thing you need to do, go up at the Fiwi campus, find Fiwi Community Film Project Center, and talk to them. Let me take care of if I'm right here. So
All right.
that is the right advice to anybody interested in this, to get professional understanding before you go further. Right?
Shout out to the Fiwi Film Project right there. I must say it has turned out a lot of persons who are very incredible, like yourself, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell us, in terms of your creative direction, what would you say is your ultimate creative direction? I know you say you want to do a blockbuster film. Tell us, what is your ultimate creative direction?
Well, as I said before, I really focus mostly on the entertainment side of the film, like music. I did a lot of top artists first music videos. Artists trending right now. Skilly Bang are one of those. I did his first video, and Chronicler as well. And a lot of artists, not gonna say some of them names, but really I would really like to do a popcorn video one day, or a Taurus Riley, a Governor, one of those top artists, one of those days. Really can explore my creative skills and get deep with it and really play with it, so everybody can see it and say like, whoa, this is really nice. Who did this, Yeah, so that would be something I'd like to achieve.
Okay, great. And what would you say is the hardest lesson or the most important lesson for a creative director and editor to know or to learn?
The most important lesson for you to learn right now is that you can't do this alone, right? To do this alone, you're gonna need a team. So even if you have a shoot, say you have to go group up some friends them and give them a little money, or get people you don't know have experience in the field and give them money. You have to do that, because this is what I've been doing throughout the years, right? If I have a project to do and I need an actor, an actress, or anything, I will source professional actors or actresses and I pay them and they get the work done. So the most important lesson, always try to use people who already has experience within this, right? So trust me, unless headache, go show all of them headache already.
Okay. All right. So professional persons in the industry make sense. They will, know what to do instead of a newbie, right? All right. Can you tell us what are your plans for the future? Maybe a 5-year plan or whatever. can you tell us what's your plan for the future and what's coming up next for you, and where we can find you on social media? Because we want to keep up with Supreme Films Productions, So tell us.
Okay, my plans for the future is to get my official Supreme Films website. I have this website I use with my friends, design at jkfuturetech.com. You can go over to jkfuturetech.com and search for Supreme Films Production. You can see the full reading of my bio there and my first works that I've ever done. You can see them on that website. And my social media, I'm on Instagram mostly. I don't really use Facebook. I'm gonna set up my account very soon. But it's at SOPREEM_films_productions. You can find most of my work previews right there, and also links to the official videos on YouTube.
Okay. And thank you so much, Mark Armstrong, for coming on the show. Let me just shout out, I know Mark Armstrong a long time now, so let me just shout that out. And he's also a member, because I was also someone that went to the Eurofilm project, correct? And we both are incredible persons in the industry. And I know other persons who have entered there and they got a lot of knowledge. So you want to tell the youths that, they can go there and get some knowledge of filming to start out, right?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. And is there anything else you would want to tell the youths or anyone else before you leave?
Yeah, I would always like to tell the youth them something, because this is what I've always tell every youth I go around. Right? Think hard and really know where you want to go to this life, because the society we live in right now, it is very, very easily for someone to take a violent turn and ruin all the years ahead of them, right? So I advise the youth them to control themselves and really know what you want out of life. If it's not something that will add quality to your life, make you have a better tomorrow, do not participate in it. Don't make any sense, right? And if you have something that you really love, you're really passionate about, where you don't want to do this even if you're not being paid, you just want to do this thing, go towards it with all you got and don't let no one distract you, right? Because only young ones live once. So go towards the dream and don't make no one stop it. So that is the advice I would give the youth right now.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark Armstrong, and continue to do incredible work in your creative field. And we look forward to hear bigger things from you. And definitely we'll be watching you on Instagram, because you say you're mostly there. And we're looking out for your website when you launch that website, okay? And thank you so much for passing through the show this afternoon and giving us some core information on the Fiwi Chat with Nazzy Creative Show.
All right, Nadia, thank you for having me.
What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us?
It's Denyque, German them can't style a stylist. Yeah, then I move too careless. Are you tell me say you finish, I ain't have nothing to do with it. Someone make you worry who's screwing it. Stop call me. You never really know how to love me. Get any man me no ugly. Oh pretty me. You can't compare you next to me. Oh pretty me. My face now grown a tree. Oh pretty me. You downgrade from a 10 to a 3. Oh pretty me. Would I never give you a chance for style me? My new man spoil me and give me what I like.
And now we'll hear from our featured entertainer, Denyque.
Hi, Denyque, and welcome to Fiwi Time with Nazzy. I'm so happy to have you as my featured artist on the show.
Thank you. I'm. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, wonderful. So, can you just tell us who is Denyque as a recording artist?
Oh Lord, I hate this question. Oh no, I never know how to answer this. There's so many layers to who I am. But as a recording artist, I have been in the professionally doing music for the last, I want to say 10 years, 10 years. I came out with first single, Summer Love, produced by Cashflow Neil. Shout out to Cashflow. And then just a slew of songs after that. Everything started going up from there.
Okay. And when did you start doing?
I do music that speaks to everyone.
Right. And when did you start singing professionally? And what would you say was your breakout single?
Started singing professionally, I want to say 2010, 2011. My first single was definitely Summer Love.
Okay. All right. And how did you feel when you have that song, blowing up the radio?
I mean, I still feel the same. Like whenever I hear any of my songs on the radio, even now, I get, like this ridiculous sense of anxiety. Like it's not me, it's not really me, because, when you work so hard to achieve something, when you finally achieve it, it's kind of like, wow, I can't believe that this is happening. It's like when you pray for something and you get what you pray for. It's like, wow, so yeah. I mean, me and everybody good. Me and everybody good. I am, as a female in the music industry, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to know that I gained success so early in my career, so far that I could have taken a break and I still came back and had the same level of respect, if not so much, and still build on that foundation because the fans that were there from before, my family, they're still here, so even through the music, through the TV stuff, through the acting, through the influential stuff, they're still here. So I must be doing something right, and I'm just grateful. I thank God every day for the ability to do what I love and to make an impact doing so, positive impact doing so.
And as your genre, what genre would you say you're mostly singing? Is it dancehall or reggae? What is it?
I mean, now I'm doing a lot more dancehall music because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. But my favorite genre of music is definitely R&B. I'm a 90s R&B baby specifically. That's the type of music I love to listen to. I mean, I love to listen to all types of music. But if I were to choose just one genre that was my absolute favorite, it would be R&B. It's because there's so much emotion in it, and I feel like a lot of the times we're taught not to express ourselves. So it's like musically, when you get a chance to do that, R&B and soul music, like those are literally the two genres that people choose, and country to express themselves. But I would say that my music is a nice eclectic mix of dancehall meets R&B in a sense. There are R&B inflections and tones. It still has that dancehall feel to it.
And which R&B artist and country singer are your favorite?
Oh wow, I have way too many favorite R&B. Like back as Aaliyah, when you go even further back as the Spinners. I mean, even though technically was that R&B or was that more souls, back in the day, and then more in pop music, more pop than country, as like starting as far back as Elvis Presley, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey. You start way too many to list. I swear to you.
Okay. And if a youth is interested in this field, what would you tell them?
If somebody wants to come into music, I mean, I tell them to just be prepared. Or be prepared. It's not an easy road, but then nothing worth having is easy. But we also need honesty. Like, there are 3 questions that I feel like if you want to do in any business, you should really ask yourself, especially music, is am I really talented? 1, am I marketable? 2, what do I bring to the table that nobody else does? And it doesn't, people, when you ask that question, people tend to think that, it has to be something physical, or it has to be, something that people can see. And a lot of the times, it's not. Like I tell people all the time that I can find people who can sing and dance circles around me, but my work ethic is through the roof. Like when it's work time, it's just go time. And I'm very disciplined and strict when it comes to certain things where work is concerned. So that's one of the things that makes me stand out. But like I said, I would say I'd encourage it, because if it has to be something you love too, you shouldn't do something for a come up. You know, I feel like, especially something like music, because it is a rocky road, it's not something that you just get into and boom, you're a superstar.
Right.
That's not how it works. Just in case the optics might be telling you something different, that's not how it works. It's literally something that you have to work on day in, day out. It's 24/7. You're always working. You have to do things that are, you know, outside of the box. It's not a 9 to 5 where you go in and you know that, hey, okay, these are the things that I have to do today. Where music is concerned, where the industry is concerned, you have to like think outside of the box. You have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to think, okay, what else can I do to add to what I'm doing now to make myself flourish even more? You know, so I would say, like I said, ask yourself, am I really talented? Do I have a marketable product? And what do I want my brand to speak to? And, you know, just keep it moving from there and just put you all in. A lot of the times we'll lock out, and then a lot of the times, you know, the road is longer. But, you know, you have to just be honest with yourself. Like, what do you expect? What do you want? And what are you willing to do to get there?
All right. And how has social media impacted your music? I know you're very active on social media, Denyque.
It's impacted it very well now. I feel like I'm in season. It's my season, and everything is coming full circle, and it's looking good. It's looking good. It's definitely affected it positively.
And what are the 2 songs that you're promoting now, or is it just one that you're promoting?
Right now we're promoting Pretty. It's produced by Emudio, German, and we are definitely promoting Champion, which is produced by the home team, Good Production. Shout out to my team.
All right.
And those 2 right now are what we're running tables with. And of course, you know, there are other singles. Watch Him Tone is out. It's doing really well. I think it'll be a million views right now. So shout out to the fans, the family.
Hey.
And what else is out there? Sealy Posturepedic is doing really well. Big up to Jones Avenue. Well Sort, and of course Make Me Believe You is still their favorite. Summer Love is still a favorite, and just, you know, the vibes that's going on. So I want everybody to definitely continue to stay locked in, because we have big things about to pop off.
I'm certain.
And you don't want to miss out on it.
I see you on social media, very active, ma'am. So we know we're gonna be tuning in to you. Will you be dropping an EP or an album?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're working on the album. We're starting to work on the album pretty soon, so can look out for that next year.
Any collaborations that we want to know about?
Honestly, as much as I want to tell the world, I can't yet. I've been sworn to secrecy, but the album, all I can say is the album is going to be, the album is definitely going to be one of those albums that you're gonna want to get, and you're gonna want to just listen to it over and over again. Like, I can say that with the utmost humility.
Do you miss being live on stage, singing, and you know, being active on the stage, meeting with your fans and all of that?
Every day. Yes, every day. And because I am that person, I love being, I like to give love, and you know, when I'm out, it's so hard sometimes when people are like, oh, can I take a picture? Or, oh, can I get a hug? And I'm kind of like, it's a pandemic. But I do miss that. I miss that a lot. And I can't wait for outside to be just really, really open again, so we can just do what we have to do. You know, my team and I are just gunning to go.
And I want to ask you, which artist is your favorite artist? Which one of the artists now that you admire? They would say, well, maybe back then, or, you know.
Oh, God. Too many.
Just
Too many.
One. I'm sure they won't be jealous.
No, I doubt it. But if I had to choose one favorite artist, like, who have I been listening to? Justin Bieber. I am a believer.
Okay. You're a believer.
Shamelessly, I am a believer.
Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Denyque, where can we find you on social media? We're interested in following you and to get all those good music from you. And what's next for you?
Absolutely. I saw what you did there. Well, what's next? Like I said, it's just big things popping. The album is going to be crazy, so definitely listen out for that. Champion official video is going to be dropping soon, so look out for that as well. Bling Blang work on the ones and twos, of course. Pretty music video is out now. You can check it out on my Vivo. That's Denyque Vivo. YouTube.com/DENYQUE Vivo. Instagram.com/@THEDENYQUE. So it's at the Denyque on Instagram. And follow me on TikTok. It's Denyque it's Denyque ITSDENYQUE. Yes, I feel like I covered everything. Denyque on Facebook. The Denyque on Twitter.
Oh Lord, there's a lot of places, man. You're all covered.
A lot of places. I am. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, thank you so much, Denyque, for coming on the show. We're very happy to have you, and we learned a lot. It was a vibe.
Problem. Thank you too. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's Denyque. Na, 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 na. Yes, you gotta get up, gotta keep your head up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get up and live, 'cause in this life you're all you have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Don't let nobody tell you what you cannot have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Them say the road rough, I'm in a rough enough. My too pretty for this, I'm in a tough enough. But who are you for tell me what for do? And where were you when the dirty tough? Now everywhere you go, you hear my name. And every turn you turn, you see my face. Where are you? Man, I see you know I'm coming through. So give me way now. Get up and live, 'cause in this life you're all you have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Don't let nobody tell you what you cannot have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. I'm untouchable, unstoppable. I'm flying so high, and nothing that they say can bring me down. Time to realize, everywhere you go, you'll hear my name, and every turn you turn, you'll see my face. Who are you? Man, I say, oh no, I'm coming through, yeah. Get up and live, 'cause in this life you're all you have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Don't let nobody tell you what you cannot have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Yes, you gotta get up, you just gotta keep your head up. When you feel you wanna give up, all you gotta do is remember that you gotta get up, you just gotta keep your head up. When you feel you wanna give up, all you gotta do is remember. Get up and live, 'cause in this life it's all you have. You're a champion, real number one, yeah. Don't let nobody tell you what you cannot have. You are a champion.
It's the end of another creative show, aired right here on Roots 96.1 FM, the only station to own your creative talent. Now, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in this afternoon to this creative show. I want to thank my special guest creator, Mark Armstrong, for coming through, for sharing his journey with us. Continue to do great things in the film industry. My passionate youth on the rise, Marvin Mundell. Continue to do your short films and to do your acting. It will pay off one day. Featured entertainer, Denyque. Thank you so much for your music. We enjoyed your music this afternoon. Continue to put great music out there. My studio engineer, Mr. Owen Brown. Thank you so much for holding it down all the time. My production family, Janet Skyers, Vanessa Stewart, and Sonny Patterson. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this afternoon. You know, if you want to be a part of the show, you can DM me at Nadia Walker 33, and I'll get back to you. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And meet me back same time, same place next week for another creative show.
What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster?
Mundell.core for all your delivery and courier needs, with services to Kingston and St. Catherine. Also for all your containers, flatbeds, and all heavy-duty equipment. Haulage is island-wide. Remember, reliability is our commitment, and you can contact us at 1-876-899-6352.
Listening to Roots 96.1 FM, owned and operated by the Mustard Seed Communities, located